Good afternoon and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Oh my goodness, guys. I've been up on my feet for about 5 or 6 hours today. Not straight, because I was up on my feet for like 3 hours. Then we watched Thor. I don't remember which one it was. The second Thor movie. And then we ended up, then I was up on my feet again for like another 2 or 3 hours or something like that. Because, guys, I made 6 freezer dinners today. And I also ended up doing produce prep for this week. And I also, which is like, I know it's kind of late in the week, but most of the stuff I was making like earlier in the week, like yesterday and on Monday, was just stuff that I didn't even have to really like prep. I made asparagus, which all I have to do is just chop the bottoms off the asparagus and throw them in like a pan and I fry them. Or like, not really, I saute them in garlic butter. And then I also, yesterday I made Brussels sprouts, but I just throw those in the steamer like they are. So, but today I was making steamed broccoli and carrots, so I had to cut up the broccoli, and then also cauliflower that I'm going to use for tomorrow. I also cut up the bell peppers, and like I already made the salad on Monday, I think it was, but there was a handful of other stuff, like I said, I needed to do, and I needed to cut the bell peppers to add to one of the freezer dinners, so that's why. But I'll share that with you guys. And I also made 2 loaves of zucchini bread. So I like all of that. Well, the exception of I have another thing of asparagus in the fridge. And then I've also got, I think that's actually it. It's just the leftover broccoli. And then tomorrow for dinner, because tonight I made pizza. Because we had a bag of like the pizza, I call them pizza packets. I think I've told you guys this. It's like 3 pizzas and then garlic bread and pepperoni, or not pepperoni, they're pizza rolls. And then I do those, and then we normally have enough leftover for like leftovers the next day. So that's what I did for dinner tonight, and I have like 1 package of that left, because normally I'll just leave it in like a plastic like shopping bag out in the freezer and then bring it in like combined everything together. So I had 1 of those left, and it takes up a lot of extra space in the freezer outside, so I was like, you know what, let's just use that and get that out of there. I woke up a little bit later today too, so I didn't really have a whole ton of time to defrost something this morning, so that's what I ended up doing. Tomorrow will probably be something in the oven. I think that's what I'll do. So yeah, but today I was like super happy with what I was able to get done. I also did dishes, and tomorrow I think I'm going to do laundry, because I haven't done laundry for like 2 days, I think, now. So I could probably do some, but the laundry baskets aren't actually super full, so it's not like that huge of a deal. I kept checking the bathroom one like yesterday and today, and I was like, you know what, it's not really that bad. Like, I could wait until start doing it tomorrow again. So yeah, that's the stuff I got done for today, guys. And like I said too, snuck in a Thor movie in there also. And on top of that, I also edited 2 vlogs for today, so I will show you guys the freezer dinners that I ended up making. 4 of them were of the same recipe, and I'll show you guys those, and then the other 2 were of 2 different recipes. So here's a look in the freezer. I made 4 of these in total, which are ham and Swiss pastry bake, and it's chopped up ham with like 1 cup of shredded Swiss cheese, and then I think there's like a few other ingredients, I can't remember, mayo, and then some spices and seasonings and stuff like that in there. So those are, I've got 3 over here and then 1's up there. And then the other thing is I made sloppy joes as well with a pound of ground beef, and then I add in some extra bell peppers, so that's why I had to cut up the bell peppers, I told you guys. And so then those will go in the slow cooker. Those will be oven ones, which it actually says to defrost, but I don't know if I want to, only because like I've noticed that pie crusts, when you defrost them, they tend to get like soggy kind of. So I might just not thaw it and bake it frozen like I do with the quiche, but put aluminum foil over the top of it, maybe bake it a little bit longer so that it doesn't burn. But then I also made 2 zucchini breads, with the oven's still hot and they're still nice and warm too. So I'm going to get these actually out of here, and whoever wants them for breakfast, I guess, could have them for breakfast too, so that those are kind of ready to be eaten. But I've got our pie, or our loaf pans. This one is larger than the other one, and then we have two like aluminum or whatever they are, like the metal ones, and I like using the glass ones because I think that they clean better. And I don't know, I just like using the glass better than like the what's it called, like metal baking stuff. Really, I prefer it. And on top of that too, it's not really, I don't even think they're like the non-stick, so because they're like kind of older. But yeah, so I like using the glass ones, but we have two different size glass ones. So one I had to put in for like an extra 10 minutes, the bigger one, because it wasn't done yet. So, but I worked it out to where it was fine and baked well and everything like that. But I was so happy because I was like, oh, I'm going to like wind up doing this like last minute again, like the baking and everything like that and the cooking, which the zucchini bread was kind of a surprise because I was like, you know what? Kayla, just go ahead and do it. And so I'm up a tad bit later than I'd like to be because I had to put that in. I was like, okay, they'll be done at 10:30 exactly, and then I can go take a shower and everything like that and get ready for bed. But they were done. I had to put that other one in for like an extra 10 minutes, so it ended up taking me a little bit longer. So I was like 10:30, 10:45, all of a sudden I was like, okay, so yeah, I gotta get to bed now. But I'm like gonna get them out of the thing, and then most likely, I don't actually know, I'll probably like put them, I was gonna say like plastic, but we don't really have any like Tupperware or anything like that. Actually, I do have the bigger Tupperware, but I think they're too tall. So I don't know, guys, we'll have to figure it out. But the only problem is once they like sit up and they get all like hard and crusty and everything like that. So and I don't know either too, I don't like wrapping them in like what's it called, plastic wrap, because I feel like you can't get to them. Like when people just want to like have a slice of bread or whatever, it's like, oh, you gotta unwrap the plastic wrap and everything like that. But I do have that the metal baking dish that has the lid. I might use that one actually, and I can fit both of them in there, which would be nice, and then they can stay fresh. So what are you guys growling about? Huh boys? Bravo? Charlie? Bravo, why aren't you looking at me? Hi, little guy. Hi, you're cuties. Hi. He looks so tired right now. It's not even funny. But yeah, like I said, I'm just so happy I got that stuff done. But today I was like, I'm so tired now. And I did it more in the afternoon too, which is like when I like to do. I started at like 3 o'clock. So yeah, and then I also made the dinner to go along with everything, which was difficult because like when I was done with the pizzas, like I took the pizzas out of the oven and I put them on top of the oven, right? And I was like, well, wait, now I can't use the oven or the stove to cook the ground beef, to brown the ground beef on the stove so I could make the sloppy joes for the freezer. And that was why I made the ham ones first, and then stop it. I made the ham ones first, and then I ended up doing the sloppy joes once everyone was done eating dinner after the movie, and then ended up putting it freezing everything and all that kind of stuff. So yes, guys, 6 freezer dinners done for today, 2 loaves of zucchini bread, and produce all prepped and up and chopped up for this week, which is also awesome, which means that there's tons of room in the fridge now, because normally when I don't have like produce prepped and chopped up in the fridge, and I don't have like, and I have extra meat or whatever in the fridge, it always winds up to the point where like the fridge is overflowing. And now that all that stuff is like chopped up and like, you know, everything is, all the meat's out of there and stuff like that and is all taken care of, there's like tons of room now in the refrigerator, which is awesome. So anyways, though, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.